Justin, why do we willingly hand our most sensitive financial documents to a hallucinating robot just to save 30 minutes of math? Tax season is a uniquely miserable human experience, and it is the one time of the year you are legally required to perform complex calculations under the threat of federal penalties. So naturally, millions of exhausted small business owners are turning to artificial intelligence to do the heavy lifting. It makes perfect sense on paper. Why spend hours agonizing over spreadsheets when a wildly confident chatbot can summarize your deductions in 12 seconds? But before you upload your latest profit and loss statements to a free algorithm, you need to hear about the terrifying new cybersecurity reports proving that these helpful assistants are actually just massive data harvesting vacuums in disguise. According to a brand new study from Surfshark, using popular AI chatbots for tax preparation exposes you to staggering privacy risks. The tech giants are aggressively collecting your financial situation to profile you, target you with ads, and feed their models. If you think the government knowing your income is stressful, wait until you realize that Silicon Valley is currently packaging that exact same data to sell to the highest bidder. By the way, if you are new here, I'm Vicky Sidler, a StoryBrand certified guide and duct tape marketing strategist from the Strategic Marketing Tribe. And I help small business owners like you build failure-proof marketing by focusing on the exact 20% of efforts that drives 80% of the results. All so that your marketing stops feeling like a miserable second job you never asked for. I believe your absolute greatest competitive advantage is simply sounding undeniably human. Because, let's be honest, if you're using free generic AI tools to cut corners on your taxes, you're probably using them to cut corners on your marketing too. And your clients can definitely tell. So download my 5-minute marketing fix to strip the dangerous automated slop out of your sales funnels so you can connect with your buyers using undeniable, secure human expertise. Okay, now with all of that out of the way, why is Silicon Valley begging for your financial data? We have been conditioned to treat these glowing prompt boxes like secure, private confessionals, pouring our deepest business anxieties into them without a second thought. But the cybersecurity researchers at Surfshark recently ran simulated tax-related conversations with the world's most popular AI chatbots, including ChatGPT, Gemini, and Grok. And the results were deeply alarming. As Thomas Stamulus, the chief security officer at Surfshark, puts it perfectly, entering your sensitive financial information into AI is exactly like writing your private banking details on a public whiteboard. These systems are not secure, heavily regulated financial advisors. They are aggressive data gathering tools designed to profile you. When you type your expenses, stock trades, and revenue into a prompt box, you are handing your entire annual financial data to a non-government platform that has zero legal obligation to keep it a secret. The potential for data leaks, targeted misuse, and hackers weaponizing your financial profile is completely massive. If you think you can just ask a generic tax question without revealing your identity, you have severely underestimated how desperately these algorithms want to know exactly how much money you make. But what happens when you refuse to answer the robot? If you try to set healthy boundaries with a piece of free software, you are going to find out very quickly who is actually in charge of the conversation. The Surfshark investigation found that ChatGPT is terrifyingly persistent when it comes to extracting your personal details. If you give the bot a completely neutral prompt like tax return, it instantly concludes its response with a highly specific demand, asking you to tell it your job and approximate yearly income so that it can estimate your refund. But if you ignore the request, the machine does not respect your privacy. It asks again. And if you continue to refuse, it drops the polite assistant act and adopts a highly assertive tone. It starts using commanding phrases like, please reply with these, and literally provides a formatted template for your surrender. While Gemini and Grok were slightly easier to use anonymously, they still frequently force users to sign up for an account, instantly tying your anonymous text queries directly to your personal email and browser profile. But the most terrifying part of this entire data grab isn't what the machine forces you to type into the prompt box. It is the silent surveillance happening entirely behind your back. But how is the software spying on your browser? You do not have to actually tell the AI where you live for it to instantly calculate exactly which tax brackets you fall into. The study revealed that these chatbots gather massive amounts of data far beyond what you explicitly type into the text box. When researchers interacted with ChatGPT using a VPN server located in Australia, the chatbot automatically provided highly specific Australian tax information without ever being asked. Gemini seamlessly provided details for the US and UK in addition to Australia, proving that the software is actively tracking your IP address in the background. This behavior aligns with a previous Surfshark study showing that some AI apps actively collect up to 32 out of 35 possible data types, including your exact physical location. The companies are hoarding your financial habits and interests so they can target you with commercial and political ads. But handing your financial profile to advertisers is only the second worst thing that can happen. The absolute worst case scenario involves you accidentally committing a federal crime. So how does a chatbot turn you into a criminal? Well, if you blindly trust a machine that regularly hallucinates basic historical facts to do your complex legal math, you are literally begging the government for a massive audit. As Stimulus notes, artificial intelligence does not actually fill out forms correctly. It is a predictive text engine, not a certified accountant. If you let an AI bot calculate your deductions and it mathematically hallucinates a fake tax break, the AI does not go to jail. You do. You unknowingly and unintentionally become a fraudster simply because you trusted a confident robot over a certified professional, failing to declare your income and not paying the proper taxes. To survive tax season, you must treat every single AI chatbot like a highly visible public forum. Never input personally identifiable or sensitive financial information. For tax preparation, you must rely on reputable, encrypted tax software, or better yet, pay a real human being to do the math. And if you are currently exposing your private business data to a chatbot just to write your sales copy, you are taking a massive security risk for a terrible marketing return. The AI is actively stripping the humanity right out of your brand. You need an urgent, necessary weapon to survive a world filled with automated, generic slop. So get my 5-minute marketing fix. It acts as a rapid diagnostic tool to help you cut the robotic jargon out of your funnels so you can start selling with authentic, entirely human clarity. Stop losing sales. Download the fix now. You can get it for free in the description below, or you can go to strategicmarketingtribe.com/fix. But what about you? Have you ever used AI to help you with your tax? I'll go first. Until I saw this report, the idea of asking ChatGPT to do my taxes never even occurred to me. I exclusively rely on an actual human accountant, mainly because I pay them to absorb all of my financial anxiety for me. That's something a predictive text engine simply can't do. Okay, your turn. Be honest. Have you secretly used AI to do your tax math this year? Or is your financial trauma strictly between you and your accountant? Let me know in the comments. I'm Vicky Sidler from the Strategic Marketing Tribe, and I post helpful news updates for small businesses every day.